Good morning. Today is day 26, and midday is wrong the other day. Big surprise because I hadn't written it down in a while. And then I didn't end up filming myself. I filmed some other stuff yesterday out of Hot Springs. We got up and got breakfast in the morning, and then packed up our stuff, headed into town to resupply. Why are there so many people? We headed into town to resupply and then grabbed a smoothie for lunch and headed out. And then it was straight uphill for the rest of the day. So I didn't film any of that because I can't talk and breathe at the same time. So we ended up going, thought we were Neroing. We ended up doing 8, which I guess we're going to consider a Nero at this point. So yeah, we did 8, got the big climb out of Hot Springs out of the way. Oh, there's the people. Yeah, we got the big climb out of Hot Springs out of the way and camped up on the top of, can't think what the mountain is. We thought we were going to be able to see a sunset on the fire tower, but we got up there and it was going to be like another hour for the sunset, so we gave up and came back to camp. I don't remember what I've said now in videos, but when we were heading into Hot Springs, we couldn't find a place or hadn't been able to get hold of anybody. And so we thought we were going to have to just camp at Laughing Heart. And hadn't had service all day long. And finally, I got some service, started calling some places, and I found us some beds at the Appalachian Trail, which is owned by Jennifer Farr Davis and her company, Blue Ridge Hiking Company. I think that's it. And that was amazing. By far the best hostel experience we've had so far. And yeah, so overall that was great. And yeah, then chilled in Hot Springs for like 18 hours. Really wish we could have zeroed, but they had a guided trip coming in, and so we couldn't stay there, and we didn't feel like moving all of our stuff to a different place, so we just went ahead and headed out. So now today we are hoping to do around 15. I think there's a shelter at like 10 or 11 and one at 18. So we're hoping that we can find a site, just a tent site, before somewhere between those around 15, because we have 4 days to get into Erwin. So I think that's a little bit less than 70 miles from Hot Springs to Erwin. So we have like 60 some miles to do in 4 days. So yeah, we kind of need to do like 15s, but we should be able to find something. Campsites have been pretty easy to come by here lately. Just walked up here on the 300-mile mark. That was after quite the rock scramble that I wasn't really expecting. So 300 miles down. I can't do math after 300 miles to tell you how many more are left. Here's a second, much larger 300-mile mark. So one of them's accurate. Well, no idea which one. Good morning. Today is, I think, 27. It's raining. It's foggy. I think it's going to be raining and foggy for the next 2 days or something. We actually didn't get much rain last night. Of course, then I slept in this morning and didn't get around in time to get out of here before the rain started. Get packed up while my tent was still somewhat dry. So that's fun. Yeah, so I think we're doing like 17 to bug pen shelter, hog something shelter. We're gonna do 17 today and 17 the next day. And then we just got 10 into the hostel in Erwin. At least that's the plan. That last mile and a half or so yesterday was rough after, doing 18 other miles or 17 other miles. Then that last mile and a half was rock scrambling pretty tough. I think I'm gonna have to switch to my poncho here soon. Oh, I don't think this rain's letting up anytime soon here, so. Pretty sure that is Big Butt, and I touched it. I touched the butt. Unfortunately, I can't really get up any higher because the rocks are too slick. So I'm gonna try and get down without dying now. I just got to a rock and I was like, hey, that rock looks familiar. Frick. I just went backwards a half a mile. So now I gotta go back up the big butt, and I think I'm gonna take the bypass trail this time because I think it was up, the actual trail was up and over the slick rocks that I couldn't really get over. So I turned around and I found a white place and I fucking went that way. And apparently that went back the way I already came. That sucks. So now it's like an 18-mile day. Good morning. It is day 27 or 28, couldn't tell you. I just left Hogback Ridge shelter. We camped just down from it a little bit and stayed dry last night pretty much. I think it sprinkled some, but not too bad. The tent was pretty dry. I woke up kind of early and got my stuff packed up and got my tent. It started sprinkling about the time I was ready to pull my tent down, but wasn't too bad. Actually, it stopped sprinkling as I was taking my tent down, and got packed up. I needed to go grab water in the wash trail, so the water was like 0.3 away, and I decided I was gonna go and bring my pack with me because I knew if I left it, it would end up raining and it would get all wet and I wouldn't be able to put my poncho over it. And so I scooped up my water, heard some rumbles of thunder, and it cut loose. So I stopped filtering water. Threw my poncho on, got it all around my pack, and finished filtering water in a downpour and thunderstorm. But and then got up to the shelter, back up to the shelter, and it was about done by then. So my stuff's fairly dry still. My shorts got soaked in the process, but I think they're even already dry. So we're going like 17 and a half. I think we're hoping to find some campsites at a Gap or a parking lot or something. I don't remember. I just know I need to go like 17 miles because the next shelter is like 20 miles. And that's kind of a lot. I don't know, that last 2 miles is mentally difficult. So we'll see. So far it's downhill, so that's been nice. Except for the sliding downhill part. So yeah, I've not heard any rumbles of thunder here now lately. So hopefully we can try and stay dry for the rest of the day. We'll see. It is day 28, 29, something like that. We called it quits yesterday after 10 miles when we got to the shelter because it was terrible out. It was storming all afternoon, and we were over a huge exposed bald, and it was like thunder and lightning. And you probably can't hear a damn thing I'm saying because it's so freaking windy right now. But, so we called it quits at the shelter. So we got to do 17 today into Erwin, hopefully before 4 o'clock, so we can catch a shuttle into town. So we got up early. I don't even know what time it is right now. It's probably 7. Got up early. It's surprisingly not raining right now. We're kind of trying to hustle these 17 miles so we can get in there early enough. Figured out what these little guys are last night. They're little newts. I guess they're juveniles. And they like rainy days. That's why I'm seeing them. So I'm on my last 2 miles into Uncle Johnny's hostel at Erwin, in Erwin. We did 17 today, and we started at I'm gonna say 7, but I think it was actually a little after 7. And right now it's looking like I'm gonna get there about 2:30. So we did 17 miles in 6 hours. Remember the other day, or last few days when we've been doing 17-mile days or so, it's been taking me 8-9 hours. So we've been looking at, I've been looking at, I don't know, I haven't saw my dad in a while since we stopped for lunch, but there is the lure of chicken nuggets in Erwin, and I am hungry, and so I would like some chicken nuggets, damn it. Also, we have to be there by 4 to catch a shuttle into a Walmart. I've also never been so excited to go to a Walmart before in my life. I think they said they will take you to a Walmart, and then there's a Mexican restaurant or something right by it that you have time to eat at. So, very excited about that. Hopefully they have rooms tomorrow and we can zero, because everything hurts. My feet hurt, my shoulders hurt. I guess it's mostly my feet and shoulders, but man, zero. I don't think we haven't zeroed since Fontana Dam before the 200-mile mark. So we've gone 150 miles without a zero. And this is would only be our 3rd. So, yeah, hopefully we can do that. And get some good food and hopefully some chicken nuggets. This is also the first time that I'm heading into town with no food. I have a pack of fruit snacks in my fanny pack still, and I think a package of hot chocolate. And there went my ankle. And that is it. I've been carrying way too much food every time, but this time I probably technically got it right because I'm starving all the time and I'm out of food. So that's probably how it's supposed to go. I'll probably screw it up and buy too much food this time because, you know, it's a Walmart and there's going to be options and I'm going to buy too much because that's what I do. But yeah, it's nice to carry a really light pack, and if I could just learn to not eat, that'd make this so much easier. I can see town. It's right there. It's fantastic.